In the wonderful world of Studio Grounds video, at exactly 11:50 for only a few frames, a YouTube link appears. And this YouTube link takes us to this YouTube video. This isn't about the video, though. This is about the links in the description. And with that, we have two Dropbox files. First one, Starlings. Very, big. Let's start looking at it. Gen 1, Gen 1.5, which has this image. And on the side here, text by Broadside Labs. This was the first generation of the Starling project. This utilized nothing but blood sample. This was the result. It's very ugly and also appeared to be brain dead. It showed no signs of being hostile, but it didn't have the brain function to recognize things like letters, words, and numbers. We put the creature down humanely and recycled the organic material for the next draft. And an audio file. With it, a clip of our first Starling a few moments after we let it out of the chamber. We knew it was a dud the second it threw up all over itself. We quickly recycled its material. Damn. Generation 2. Mouse. This time, we tried something different. We combined a drawing for the looks with the DNA of a mouse. We had to put the mouse down, humanely of course, and ran it through the machine. This is what came out of the machine. It appeared hostile, so we had to make sure it was locked inside at all times. We also got one of our employees to watch over them. This is not what we're looking for. Generation 3 Current. Brandon. 3-1 Brandon, unlike our experiment so far, was the first one to contain actual human DNA, but not just a strand of hair or a blood sample. An employee at Broadside Beach has recently passed out and died due to a drug overdose. But this was an ideal opportunity for us. We bought Brandon's body and dragged it through the machines. While the outcome is quite ugly, it's capable of performing just well. It has to keep the costume on at all times to avoid infection, so the look shouldn't be an issue. Generation 3 is successful. Brother wanted the boozy fade, but got this instead. And Gary. 3-2 Gary is a very odd experiment. He used to play a character called Giovanni Goose at the parks, operating a mouth with his hand up the neck like a puppet, looking through a felt hole in the neck. 1990, January 4th, 6:42 a.m., Gary's dead body was found with his head limp in the deep fryer at the Broadside Beach kitchen. Upon running him through the conversion into a Starling after skinning him and dumping the remains into the machine, we were surprised to see how much the drawing had influenced the result. Gary's skull actually had a long neck that connected to his body. He also had formed a hard, solid beak. Gary's neck can have infinite joints and can reform his skeletal structure at will. However, we keep at around 8 joints to keep the 2D to realistic ratio in a nice balance. And terminated. 2-2 Mouse was missing earlier from the room. Seemingly they had wandered off while John was looking out the window. We later caught 2-2 Mouse trying to manifest itself by shifting into the floppy disk laid upon the desk. The photo was taken after the floppy disk containing 2-2 Mouse was removed from the disk slot. Starlings are capable of manifesting into inanimate objects like costumes. We should have seen it coming that they are capable of hiding in other objects too. This floppy disk has been burnt and 2-2 Mouse has been terminated. Terrifying, honestly. And out of the other file, much smaller, we found him like this. I assume that's Brandon they're talking about. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Moving on,